those two plays that I have shown you from Lamine Yamal shows you exactly why I believe that Joan Laporta should go all in to sign Erling Haaland, because can you imagine those passes being sent through Yamal and heading towards the direction of Erling Haaland, knowing his runs, knowing his physical capabilities to beat down those defenders there? Because those two balls that Yamal executed went to a player like Ferran Torres and like some other striker, and usually those strikers, I would just say 30% of the time, finish those plays and score a goal. But when you bring somebody like Erling Haaland with his finishing power, he can definitely meet those balls in open spaces and score the goal himself. So I do think that there is a way to really fit Yamal and Erling Haaland together. It makes a lot of sporting sense. However, of course, we always have to bring in the financial conversation. Is it even financially feasible to bring in Erling Haaland in the summer of 2026? This is something that we're going to be talking about in a couple of months, maybe in about 7 to 8 months from today, since we're still very early into this brand new season. All in all, the creative power of Yamal feels very limitless. If you bring in any striker to play with Lamine Yamal today, the other strikers around the world of football are going to be very jealous of that one striker playing with Yamal, because they know that they are receiving great service. Yamal makes the game way too easy for the players around him. And what's amazing about Yamal right now is how natural it looks for him. It looks so effortless. He gives me that type of feeling that, Yamal is not really giving out 110% in every attacking play. It almost seems like he's jogging through everything. But even with that being said, he can still end up with 2 or 3 assists in just 90 minutes. That is how effective he is in picking up his passes. And I'm just going to continue to say this for the rest and the remainder of this season. He is a great creator, one of the top creators in the world. But one of the things that he must fix and he must improve on, it is going to be his finishing. His finishing is flawed a little, but it can be refined a lot. And he's still very young. And that is going to be the next step, the next challenge in his evolution as a player. It is a shame that this performance from Yamal against Turkey cannot be counted for the upcoming Ballon d'Or competition, because the 2025 Ballon d'Or ceremony is just 2 weeks away. It's scheduled on September 22nd in Paris. And with the voting already being closed, now we're just going to have to wait, right, to see if Lamine Yamal can truly become the youngest ever Ballon d'Or winner and make history. I would say that the top 2 contenders for the 2025 Ballon d'Or is going to be between Yamal and Dembélé. Yes, we talked about Salah. Yes, we talked about Mbappé. We also talked about Rafinha. It's a shame that Rafinha is not going to be in the top 2. If it was up to me, I would put Rafinha next to Yamal and Dembélé in 3rd place. But because I kind of know how things are going to go with the Ballon d'Or and their voting process, they're most likely going to put Dembélé up there with Yamal, because it just creates a better story for them. That is all they want. It is not going to be really objective on what they're going to be doing. They want a Dembélé versus Yamal storyline. But these two are going to be the front runners, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be talking about why Yamal deserves to win the 2025 Ballon d'Or in just a few seconds. But I also want to speak about what he has been doing in this season that is going to be counting for the 2026 Ballon d'Or, and that is only because I want us to really recognize the consistency that Yamal is bringing, because in the 2025-2026 season, Yamal is on fire. In his first 5 matches for club and country, he has already 2 goals and 5 assists. That is 7 goal contributions in 5 matches. 2 goals and 2 assists in 3 matches for FC Barcelona and 3 assists in 2 matches for Spain, meaning he has either scored or assisted in every match so far this season for both club and country. And in the last 11 games across club and country appearances, he has had 5 goals and 6 assists. That is a direct goal contribution in almost every game. Once again, it is a shame that we cannot bring those numbers for the upcoming Ballon d'Or, but all in all, he has had a very strong start, a stronger start than anybody else right now in the world of football. But going back to the Ballon d'Or conversation, let me tell you guys something. Lamine Yamal won La Liga, the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Super Cup with FC Barcelona. That is 3 total trophies. And at the same time, through those 55 matches that Yamal has played with FC Barcelona, he has had a total of 39 goal contributions with 18 goals and 21 assists. That is averaging 0.71 goal contributions per 90 minutes. This is good enough to be in the conversation of the top 2 Ballon d'Or contenders, because if you're going to have somebody like Vinicius in the top 2 Ballon d'Or contenders for the 2024 year with Rodri, it makes a lot of sense to have Yamal for this conversation this year, because Vinicius in the last one had 24 goals and 9 assists in 39 matches. That is 33 goal contributions. That's also averaging 0.85 goal contributions per 90 minutes, very close to Yamal's 0.71. They also won the exact same amount of trophies. Vinicius won La Liga, the Champions League, and the Supercopa. Yamal won La Liga, the Supercopa, and the Copa del Rey. Keep in mind that with Dembélé being in the Ballon d'Or contender list, his story is almost the exact same like Vinicius, if you really think about it, because Vinicius missed a lot of games early in the 2023-2024 season because of his injury. He came back very late, but then he exploded for Real Madrid and won everything everything with Real Madrid. Same thing with Dembélé. Very unreliable in the first 3 to 4 months of the 2024-2025 season, but then came in, he exploded, played as a number 9, and was utilized very well under Luis Enrique. But the one player that has been consistent across all games, never really got injured, was always there from August all the way until May. It was Lamine Yamal, which is what really makes him stand out. I just find it insane that there is the possibility that an 18-year-old right winger can win the Ballon d'Or because he will be making football history, surpassing legends like Ronaldo Nazario or Lionel Messi in terms of when they do win this type of trophy. Yamal has had multiple occasions where he has shown his brilliance. Last season, he dominated in all Clásico matches with a combined total of 3 goals and 2 assists in 4 matches. He was also in the making of Barcelona winning against Real Madrid 4-0. He also became the youngest player to score in a Champions League semi-final. He had multiple goals and assists during the knockout stages of the Champions League, and at one point through the knockout stages against Inter Milan, he accumulated 14 successful dribbles, which was the highest since Neymar from 2020. I believe that we can also count what Yamal did back in the summer of 2024 in the Euros for this upcoming Ballon d'Or, where he had 4 assists in that tournament, making him the leader. Also, he won the Young Player of the Tournament award. He scored an amazing wonder goal versus France. So he performed in all levels. In terms of his advanced metrics, his dribbling success rate was averaging 85% in high pressure games. His key passes and creativity reached the top 1% in Europe. In La Liga alone, he was involved in 1.33 goals per 90 minutes as well. He became the youngest Ballon d'Or nominee at the age of 17 years old and 53 days, the youngest to have 100 professional appearances in Europe's top 5 leagues as well, the youngest to score in the Euros at the age of 17 years old, the first teen once again to have a goal plus an assist in a Champions League knockout match. I really do think that for any of these people who decide these votes, these judges that work within the Ballon d'Or business, like whoever these people are, they just need to know that this guy has intangible qualities, right? Things that you can't really measure. It is just pure eye test. When you just look at it, you just know that he is the best. He is a player that combines aesthetics with effectiveness. You know that he has tactical maturity beyond his years as well. The fact that he can really move forward and attacking play by himself, even though he might not even give out an assist or a goal, you just know that that is the man. And so let me know in the comment sections down below, who do you believe should win the Ballon d'Or that is coming in 2 weeks? Do you believe it is going to be Dembélé or Lamine Yamal? Or maybe you have somebody different. Maybe you think it is Rafinha. Maybe you think it is Salah or Kylian Mbappé. Whatever it is, let me know in the comment sections. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.